What's the biggest mistake insurance agents make buying insurance leads? Before I tell you the biggest mistake, I'm going to tell you a little bit of a story of why. And at the end of this, I'm going to tell you the exact strategy on how to make lead buying an incredible success. So let's dive in. So let me tell you a story about when I first started buying leads. I started buying leads when I came into this agency, and it was a little bit rough. We didn't have a ton of funds, so buying leads got really expensive. I was really worried about whether or not they were good, and we were sending them back to the lead company to get a refund at times. And I was kind of playing that game, and we'd turn them on, and then we'd turn them off, and then we'd adjust them. And it was kind of all over the place, and we never had great success with it.
Failure.
But then I started realizing that I got into this pattern. And the pattern was we would start buying leads. I would get really worried and start pulling back on the leads, and I'd shut them off. And I was like, these leads suck. We didn't close any of them. And then it was like a month or two later, I would notice, oh my gosh, we sold some of those. It was like, oh my gosh, these leads are great. So then we go back to the lead company, make some adjustments, throw them back on. Again, no success. I noticed that I fell into this lead roller coaster, and it was horrible. And it was just constantly on and off. We couldn't decide. And then looking at all the numbers, we weren't buying enough because we were doing that. And we were spending a ton of time on trying to figure out all that stuff. So the number one thing is you have to keep a consistent flow of leads based on the analytics. You'll never know if it's good or bad if you're not continually getting them. To stop that, buy leads consistently. So let's say you're towards the end of the month, you have high quotas that you want to sell for the month, and you want to just go real heavy on the leads, but you're also nervous and you know you might turn them off. Don't do that. If anything, buy less, but buy a certain amount every single day so that you can test and slowly adjust. Because that's the thing. If you're adjusting in real time as you're buying leads, you're going to be making better decisions. There's no way that you're going to make the right decisions when you're adjusting the leads, and you're going to find very inconsistent results. That's my tip of the day, is to really just keep that lead flow going. And if you need to veer out and try other vendors, make sure that you keep the lead flow going on your older leads to have a test to know if your new leads are getting the same kind of contact rate and all those other things that we talked about. And then on the new ones, make sure that they're consistent. I mean, I don't even care if it's 5 a day, and you won't really get many results with 5 a day. And it'll take a long period of time because you got to get all those dials on them, but at least that it's consistent. Don't turn them off. It's the number one mistake that we see agents making every single day. If you want to know more about tips and strategies as far as leads go, head over to the iDudes.com. We do have an internet lead checklist that goes through everything that we check in our own agencies to make sure that our leads are rocking. And we're giving that away for free right now. So that's at www.theidudes.com. And if you like this video, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and we will continue to give you more tips and tricks on sales, on everything in the agency that will help you have an amazing end of your year and amazing beginning of your next year.